This year was insane, though.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my gosh. Ew!
These are about to be our future CEOs and engineers, dog. We're cooked.
Look.
The amount of race
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
here was insane.
I'm sorry, that nigga Charlie Kirk is so chopped, bruh. So 2025 has been a fucking year. Let's be honest. A lot has happened this year. But in my opinion, my favorite part of 2025 is gaming. I think gaming this year was great and amazing. There were a lot of good games that came out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Recently, I've been playing Red Dead Redemption. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, like the first one, I'm playing the PS5 version. You know what I'm saying? That shit's been lit. I'm not gonna lie. And that, yeah, it didn't come out this year, but I've been playing a lot of games recently. Expedition 33, many others. We got crazy stuff going on in politics this year. And, you know, I mean, we got the rise of Nazi incels who want you to be gay and not date women. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird, you know, assassinations and all these things. We all know what's been happening, but you know what I'm saying? I'm reacting to the 2025 timeline.
Sorry, I had to take a drink because this year's been a lot. 2025
Oh, yeah.
is officially over. This year,
Yay! Yay! I'm so happy.
for me, out of all the 2020s, has felt as close to 2020 as can be. As in a world event happening every month with a mix of dumb brain rot memes to distract us from it. You know how this goes. I thought I would do a timeline on everything that happened this year that we actually cared about. Because a lot of these timelines and recaps every year are trash or boring to me. We cover in the juicy politics, pop culture, memes, social media, entertainment like always. So without further ado, let's go over the 2025
Oh my god, bro. Y'all remember this shit? The 100 men versus a fucking gorilla?
timeline. January 2025. We start off the year with it officially being the first year Gen Beta babies are being born in. And their generation will go from January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2039. Which means this generation is the main generation Gen Z's kids are gonna come from.
Okay.
Yeah, these kids are totally gonna be up.
It will be the first generation.
I don't know about that, bro. I mean, a little bit. As long, hey, Gen Z, we just got to take care of our kids and teach them everything that's been going on. Tell them the truth, bro. Just be honest with your kids, bro. Don't lie to them.
Being mainly raised by kids who grew up with the internet. So to my fellow Gen Zers, can we agree on at least 3 rules? Number 1, no iPads no matter what. Number 2, no parenting, but no super harsh, abusive boomer type of parenting. And number 3, no politics to the kid and let them just be kids.
Exactly. Let the kids be kids.
If I see one of y'all post,
like, just tell them what the world is and what the world is like. Just be straightforward with them, but like, don't, you know what I mean? Like, now the whole iPad shit, here's my rule, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just not going to buy my son an iPad until he's like at least fucking 12. I don't need my son to be fucking brain rotted talking about some 6'7", 6'7". You know what I mean? I don't need that shit right in my life.
Like this with your kids, I'm blocking you.
Everybody's been freaking out lately about the Epstein emails. But has anybody noticed something? People act like they finally got Trump, even though there's still no actual evidence.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
Who's raising this kid? Who's raising this fucking kid, bruh? Is this a kid? Or is it an adult? It looks like a man-child.
Just the same nothing burger with extra seasoning. Here's
Boy, if you don't get your squiggly diggly head.
Funny thing is, in the future, I know for a fact I'll see each type of these kids and know exactly how they were raised. Mr. Beast officially gets engaged to his girlfriend in Mr. Beast merch. Come on, Jimmy. We couldn't at least do the marriage without promoting Feastables. Apple
I know, bruh.
Paid $95 million to settle a Siri privacy lawsuit. And as long as you own the Siri-enabled device from 2014 to 2024, you can get a whopping $20 per device. Also, something to note is that $95 million is about 9 hours of profit for them, so I guess we take our wins. Give me my 20. The Breaking Bad house gets...
Bro, iPhone bad, nigga.
Listed as the owner is officially ready to sell it. She definitely got mad at all the YouTubers and TikTokers trying to film it. Every day she was crashing out at somebody pulling up to her house. And it's going for a wonderful, cheap and affordable $4 million, which is 10 times the amount it actually should cost. But with something that historical, I say it's worth the price. Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, officially resigns. Mainly due to being highly unpopular in the country. But in the end, he bagged Katy Perry, so who's...
Oh, damn. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? What the fuck? What is this timeline, bro?
California gets devastated by a round of wildfires. Which
Damn,
burned about
bro.
57,000
I feel so bad for those people in Cal. Bro, I used to live in California. I was born and raised in California. I moved out here when I was 18. You know what I'm saying? I've been living here in New Mexico for 4 fucking years, right? I remember in high school we couldn't go to school for like 2 weeks straight because the fires up north the fires were so bad that there was so much smoke in the air. We couldn't go to school. We couldn't even go outside. Everything smelled like smoke, even inside. That's how bad these fires get. And I was living in Stockton at the time, Stockton, California, and the fires were like way north or some shit. Like, it's crazy. These fires are insane, dude.
acres or 90 square miles of land. And for some reason, they were just unprepared for it completely. Like, they ran out of water so fast. How the f are y'all the highest tax state and don't have shit prepared? If my house got burned down, I would have took my
I don't know, man. I don't know. Ask the governor, ask the mayor, ask these people, man. Like, why? You know what I mean?
bags and immediately left to another state to never come back. Tom Holland and Zendaya get officially engaged. Trump gets sentenced to 0 jail time over his 34 felony convictions. Sometimes you gotta give respect on how the f he even ends up getting away with this shit. It would have been so funny seeing
They're terrified of him. They're scared of Trump. These people they're terrified of Trump. They're cowards.
him trying to be president from a jail cell though. NASA announces that 2024 was officially the hottest year on record, surpassing 2023, which is said every year. Do we even need a statement on this anymore? Bonnie Blue breaks the record for the most men slept with
Yeah, that's a fucking flex.
12 hours,
Okay.
1,057 men. And according to her account, she had to hire 16 staff for it, and only took in the 12 hours 6 minutes of breaks. Yeah, I believe this as much as I believe Epstein
What? How is she not dead? You know what I'm saying? Can you not die from having too many orgasms, or is she just what the fuck?
ended himself in that cell. Bonnie
that
Blue
shit-
probably turned a lot of non-religious people religious this year because the amount of depravity was wild. Sadly, the way
Not really, nigga. I feel like it's more like the opposite, and people are just, you know what I mean? I don't think people turned more into religion this year. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like it's less. I'm not gonna lie, but like everybody's still disgusted of Bonnie Blue. Like, I'm still disgusted. I'm not religious. I'm a-religious. I'm agnostic. I don't affiliate myself with any specific religion. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just like, this shit is just nasty. I just have good morals. You know what I
the
mean?
world works, there will be
I have self-respect for my body. That's really what I'm just trying to say.
someone who comes along
But at the end of the day, I don't give a shit what she does. I mean, she's not hurting nobody. Just don't watch her and pay attention if you don't like her. I think it's just that simple. But people just, I don't know.
eventually that is worse than her. Red 40, aka some would say the miracle powder sent from above, officially gets banned in America, and companies have until 2027 to change it. Almost every
Wow.
country has had it banned for years or decades by now, by the way, but
Yeah.
win is a win? South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol gets arrested on charges for trying to start an insurrection when he randomly imposed
What?
martial law in the country. See, I'm American, so
Wait,
I
what?
didn't know you correction. South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol gets arrested on charges for trying to start an insurrection when he
Okay.
randomly imposed martial law in the country. See, I'm American, so
Oh, yeah. I remember this. Nah, them South Koreans, they was not fucking around, bruh. They do not want they don't want a Kim Jong-un fucking 2.0, nigga. We don't need that. Them niggas said, get this nigga arrested immediately. Why didn't we do that with Trump? Donald Trump is literally guilty with Epstein. We know this. Why is he not in fucking prison? Oh my fucking god.
I didn't know you can actually go to jail for things like this. Is that how things are usually supposed to work? The earliest evidence of a human transportation vehicle gets found in New Mexico. It's assumed to be about 22,000 years old, and this is the potential sketch scientists have come up with. Nah, it was actually this, but can you imagine? TikTok shuts down in
the
America
fuck?
on the night of January 8th, 2025. The unemployed
yeah.
were scrambling at what they were gonna do with their time. Gooners raided the White House in rage of their goons going away. And worst of all, you can no longer watch Tommy DeV's TikToks when he uploads on there once a month. Only for 12 hours later, it to be unbanned and everything to go back to normal. This ban was the equivalent of the Weenie Hut Jr.'s ride in SpongeBob. And of course, I had to pop up with a message thanking the savior of TikTok.
Bro, I'm telling you, Donald Trump did not do this because he cares about you and about you being entertained. He could give less of a fuck about you. The reason why he did this is because he wants to get you to support him. That's what he's trying to get on your good side. That's what Donald Trump is doing. He's like, oh, you know what? I actually like Trump because he didn't ban TikTok. Like, nigga, who gives a fuck?
Talk to the one and only Donald Trump. Even though he wanted it banned a couple of years ago, I guess the boomer got intoed that he's got his own Glazers on there too. And speaking
Nah, you know, like I said, these politicians, they don't give a fuck about you. They do it for attention. They do it because fucking it gets some good PR. Like, that's it, bro. They don't fucking care,
even
bro.
more of Trump, he officially gets sworn into the American presidency, making him the 47th president. In his second and final term as constitutionally possible.
Shit, it might be the last.
Just kidding. It's the year 2036 and Trump is officially serving his 5th term as president. Winning in a 99% landslide with no tampering proven by a team of people he chose to pick. That's a joke, by the way, guys.
That totally would never happen. Donald Trump, hey, look, Donald Trump jokes about it all the time, but like, he'll never run for a 3rd term. He never.
Hopefully. Also, the inauguration went pretty normal, I would say. Typical presidential things with leaders from both political parties present. Nothing off at all, and we can move on from this because it was totally normal.
Sure. He was probably.
The Gulf of Mexico gets renamed to Gulf of America, which for some reason was the top of priority first day.
I don't know why he did that. There was no need for that. Who gives a fuck?
Netflix raises all of its subscription prices, as they do every year in a greedy manner, with the standard price going from $15 to...
Yeah, people are just raising their rents and raising their fucking subscription prices. You know what I'm saying? For absolutely no fucking reason.
$15 a month. And the premium price going from $23 a month to $25 a month. Luckily for me, my costs have gone from $0 a month to $0 a month. I mean, I watch everything in as legal of an avenue I can, but just know I can't give you the sites I watch on. Kanye West officially becomes a billionaire again. And not only 1 billion, but 2.7 billion.
Damn!
Some things are guaranteed in life. Oxygen, taxes, and Kanye becoming a billionaire again no matter how much he digs himself in a hole. New York for the first time.
Like the fall from grace from this motherfucker, bro. He used to be so great, y'all. Y'all remember when, bro? I don't know what happened to this nigga. I know a nigga lose a mother, and it can fuck with them mentally, but like this is a nigga who went on a dinner date with Donald Trump and Nick Fuentes, and then went on a show wearing a mask talking about some Hitler Nazi and bro. These niggas are like, this nigga is a sellout, bro. Really think about it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga, bro?
30 years has no shootings for 5 days in a row. Sad that we have to celebrate things like this, but this is the standard we've reached now. Nvidia loses $589 billion stock value in a day, making it the largest stock loss in a day in US history. This was due to DeepSeek, a Chinese competitor, making a similar AI to the rest for not even close to how much US companies.
Good, because your GPUs are expensive as fuck. Stop. $3,000 for a 5090, bro? Are you fucking retarded, bro? Is it like 2,000? It's even still, it's like, why is it so much?
Spend. That AI bubble is hitting a real clock, and one way or another,
yeah,
it's coming
bro.
down. The Weeknd releases his album Hurry Up Tomorrow, selling 490,000 copies first week and becoming one of the highest sold albums of the year. The memes of this month were things like Elon Musk salute, the Goonacide. I've played these games.
Bruh, yeah, bro, I remember that. The Goonacide. This is a guy who was gooning in public. He got caught for it. He had a whole family. He unalived himself because he got caught gooning in public. The nigga had a whole family, bro.
Games before, Dog Closing Eyes, and Unemployment Guy. February 2025. Trump releases
You know what's funny? I know people who are like unemployed for like 6 months. It's actually insane how bad the job market is.
The start of the US trade war. Hitting Canada with a 25% tariff and a 10% tariff on energy imports. Hitting Mexico with a 25% tariff on all their imports.
Our country is totally not desperate right now. Our country is totally not collapsing. Because why do we need to do this?
10% tariff on top of what was already on it. Throughout this whole year, the whole tariff thing can be best described as a toxic relationship where one person runs back every time. With Trump, it's basically do now, then figure out when actually gets up, pull out, or getting some type of gift or crown from a country, then dropping the tariff immediately on the country.
Yeah, he got a gold watch from like a country, and he dropped all the tariffs Because he got a gold watch.
I can't even put in this video what country and what day they may have been tariffed because it'll be too much. Luka Doncic, who is one of the top NBA players right now, gets randomly traded from the Dallas Mavericks to the Lakers. I'm not even a big basketball fan like this, but the way this shook up social media for the day was crazy. And it was even worse considering they traded for a player that's considered utterly washed now. Like, for y'all that don't get it, LeBron James and one of the top young NBA players are now on the same team. It's basically like having Kakashi and Naruto tag team on a fight. People were making up allegations saying it had to be some form of witchcraft for someone to pass this deal. Luka himself didn't even know it was gonna happen. You could see people stop everything in their tracks just to react to this.
That can't be real.
The groom stopped the wedding to break the news of Luka being traded. Yeah, that's Luka Doncic. I don't watch the NBA, but I know Luka Doncic is apparently goated. When you have a motherfucker like that with LeBron James, you know what I mean? Luka. Wow.
Because why would you trade Luka? He's 25 years old, the face of the Mavericks. He has put that team on his back. He is a spring chicken in his prime.
This has to be like the FBI, right?
Nigga said the FBI. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This was an insane move, bro.
No. This has to be like the Federal Bureau of Intelligence.
Nah, this CIA.
To this day, people
This
still
CIA,
don't know why
nigga.
this trade happened, and everyone got used to it. Kanye had one of the worst crash outs in his history of crash outs,
Dude.
and that's saying a lot if you know
He keeps on getting forgiven and becoming a billionaire again. And it's like, bro, what the fuck is
his
this, bro?
history.
You hear about slavery for 400 years? For 400 years? That sounds like a choice.
Like, please shut the fuck up.
On the night of February 6th, 2025, 9:03,
Shout out to that white guy, bro. He's a white liberal, probably.
Kanye
Shout out to that
decided to
guy.
start off with the words "Free Puff." Throughout the next week of him tweeting, he decided to make a tweet worse than the last. Tweeting, "I'm a I love
Bruh.
now what Virgil." Virgil, by the way, was one of his best friends in the industry before he died of cancer. So he's making fun of his friend who died of cancer. And to end it off, he tweeted to everybody that this was supposed to be
This nigga is on drugs for sure, bro. He on that galaxy
some
gas.
sort of social
Fuck is wrong with that
experiment.
nigga,
Yeah, buddy,
bro?
you ain't Mr. Beast, alright? We could have came up with a better excuse. It didn't even matter though, because right after that he tweeted, "I don't like that I said social experiment. I tweeted everything I felt and I'm not fixed nothing. F
Okay.
everyone." He also somehow
Wow.
managed to air a Super Bowl ad while the Super Bowl was happening. Not everywhere, but in a couple
Bro, I remember this shit,
places, which is still
bro.
crazy because who the hell gave this clearance?
So what's up, guys? I spent like all the money for the commercial on these new teeth. So
Nah, bruh. Nah, imagine watching the Super Bowl. You're like middle class, you know what I'm saying, poor class American, and this motherfucker is just flexing on your ass in the middle of the fucking Super Bowl. Oh my god.
once again, I had to shoot it on the iPhone.
As of now, Kanye's tweets are all deleted and we'll be waiting until the villain returns back as he usually does. The Philadelphia Eagles win the Super Bowl in their second ever win. Overcoming the Taylor Swift rigging, it was really a win for all of humanity. Kendrick Lamar's halftime show became the most watched in history with 133 million viewers. Apple and Google bring back TikTok to their app stores for people to finally be able to download it again after the ban. Which is funny because everyone that kept it downloaded was able to use it after the ban got lifted. But if you deleted the app, you had to still wait for the app stores to put it back up. Lazy for the win. I got apps on my phone for years I haven't used. Elon Musk has his 13th child with political commentator Ashley St. Clair. You probably could ask Elon to name all 13 of his children and he couldn't do it. The
Yeah, he's a fucking
only
deadbeat.
time you're good to Elon is when he can flex you around as a prize when you're 3 and 4. Now he's
Yeah.
beefing with her, and I think he has beef with all of his baby mamas. With her alleging she
course.
had to sell her Tesla just to be able to take care of their child. There's who make 40K a year who defend people like Elon, by the way. The inventor
Yeah, bro. Elon Musk, really? You know, the guy that has, you know what I'm saying, factories that are poisoning cities? That guy? You know what I mean?
of Nutella sadly passed away, giving all of
Oh, no,
Americans
man.
diabetes with his invention
This game was amazing. I played this game. I played the full game. Beat the full game. It's on my gaming channel if you want to look it up. Down in the description down below. I played this game. It came out this year. W2025. You know what I'm saying?
We truly do thank you for your service. Apple removes its safety features in the UK after their government required it. The reason the UK government did it is to combat crimes and stating that criminals use it because they're protections. I'm sure people's data won't be tampered with and won't get hacked by a foreign entity to be abused. SpongeBob becomes the longest running animated children's show in history. It beat Arthur, which aired for
Bro, that shit's still going.
25 seasons until 2022. It would have been better if they ended the show like 10 years ago though. Friedrich Merz wins Germany's elections to become chancellor. Trump announces the gold card.
Oh, brother.
A visa that wealthy foreigners and basically anyone who can cough up 5 mil can get to get a path to citizenship.
Wow, you just gotta pay 5 mil to come to my country, nigga. You could be a fucking a Nazi. You could be a fucking terrorist. We'll let you in. We're gonna let you into our nation, man.
I got it for free. It sucks to suck for them. And you could just tell by the look of the card that
Trump trying to make money off fucking
100% designed it by himself. A Japanese professor comes up with the
he sees himself as a god, you guys. Like literally go back and
look at the card that
Donald Trump sees himself as a god, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you Christians think that he was sent by God. Look at him.
100%
big, glorious king, overweight, fat, obese, dying, dementia-ridden. Donald Trump is your fucking king, bro.
Himself. A Japanese professor comes
Holy
up with a
shit.
that according to trends now, Japan will only have 1 child in 695 years. Which means we'll no longer have Japanese food. We'll no longer have anime. And worst of all, which means we'll no longer trend 100% by himself. A Japanese professor comes up with a calculation that according to trends now, Japan will only have 1 child in 695 years. Which
that's not real. Yo, Japan, y'all gotta stop. Y'all are so horny, bro. Bro, like, y'all might as well make prostitution legal there, nigga. Have some fucking, I don't fucking know, bro. That's sick as fuck. What am I saying? I'm like, Japan, do something about your fucking crisis. You know what I mean? They just gotta make, bro.
Which means we'll no longer have Japanese food. We'll no longer have anime. And worst of all, no more maid cafes. Someone's gotta stop this horror. It's only gonna get worse. I'm volunteering to step up. The plan I would come up with there is everyone gets 2 years off except the essential workers, so things still run. And you all gotta have a baby within these next 2 years to help the population survive.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Holy shit. They're like, hey, we're gonna give y'all two years off, okay? And you got 2 years to generate 5 babies. If you don't do that, we will murder you.
The memes of this month were things like Cave Diver, Artists Who Can't versus Kensing, Gulf of America, and Aura Farming. March 2025.
Oh, I seen those Aura Farming videos of Piccolo. Every time Piccolo shows up, he's fucking Aura Farming or some shit, bro. Playboy Cardi.
John Cena turns heel in the WWE for the first time, meaning his character.
He's been around. Hey, shout out to John Cena. Amazing actor. He could have been did this a long time ago, but he stuck with WWE for years. He stuck with that shit for years, bro. So you got to give the man I give this man a lot of respect.
Goes from hero to villain. This was big considering he's been known as John Cena, the guy who takes pics with Make-A-Wish kids all the time. So with him now, instead, we'll see him give
what a fucking guy,
those
bro.
Kids RKOs. Trump gives the longest State of the Union speech in United States history.
You know that shit was boring as fuck.
Being 1 hour and 40 minutes. This is how I know my ass could not be in government, because I'd probably be dead sleeping after 30 minutes of listening to that. Scientists
you're gonna listen to this nigga lie for 2 fucking hours straight.
Create a hydrogel that can heal cuts 90% in 4 hours and be fully done in 24 hours. We really gotta be thankful for the times we were born in, because by the time most of us are old, we're gonna have diseases and things resolved that we wouldn't even have thought was possible 50 years ago. Could you imagine being born a bit early and telling a doctor in the 1500s you had a headache and they drilled a hole in your skull to
Bruh, that's a real thing, bruh.
Pain. Then gave you meth mixed with coke as a painkiller. A lot of people would still voluntarily go back with those. We don't know when this is gonna come out because it's still in its testing phase. Just know that all the scientists are gonna randomly die the night before releasing it due to mysterious circumstances.
Of course.
Playboi Carti's album I Am Music officially drops. The most anticipated rap album of the year, and I would say the century. For anyone that listened to it the morning it came out, you were all good and it went smooth. You simply opened Spotify or Apple Music and it was there. But for anyone that stayed up to listen at midnight,
this was the worst album drop experience in history.
I was streaming that night to listen, and never in my life have I seen an artist delay his album on the release night 4 times.
What?
In the middle of the album drop, he was calling Kai Cenat and doing this.
Hey man, I love y'all nigga like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
That nigga do not give a fuck about y'all niggas, bruh. He don't, bruh. I swear on my life, this nigga Playboi Carti don't give a fuck about his fans, bruh.
Like, I love y'all like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown in here. Like, I ain't no mystery shit. But like, I just.
You are on that mystery shit. That is your character, bro. This nigga, this is why I don't like Playboi Carti. Why you gotta be so fucking mysterious, bro? Like, that shit that he did with Aiden Ross, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was corny as fuck on his part. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like,
I just like to be by myself. You know what I'm saying? I got too much sweat. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
just stop gassing yourself up, then, nigga.
What's the estimate? What they talking about, Carti?
What about? They talking.
Nah, bruh.
Shit, I about.
For 4 years of wait time, you would expect this to be like the Thriller of rap. A lot of people thought it was good, but they still liked his other albums better. I mean, even Google has it at a 63%. It sold 298,000 first week, but Carti said it's actually 320,000 because they didn't include physicals and digital sales. And he might be right because so far it's the most sold rap album this year. Gas prices hit a 4-year
Good for him. Good for him.
low in America. NASA astronauts who were stranded in space for 9 months officially make it back to Earth after a save mission. As far it's them 20,000 because they
go back. What did he say?
And digital sales. And he might be right because so far it's the most sold rap album this year. Gas prices hit a 4-year low in America.
Oh wow, of course. Actually, yeah. How much is gas? Mid gas is like. Yeah, this is around the price I got, bro.
NASA astronauts who were stranded in space for 9 months officially make it back to Earth after a save mission. They were supposed to be in space for 8 days, but due to technical issues, NASA had to keep delaying it, which somehow got delayed to 9 months. One of them could have had a kid and bring it back to Earth when you really think of it. NASA, y'all get way too much of my tax money to be fumbling this. Like, come on. And out of all companies, SpaceX was the one to send the capsule to bring them back. This might be the only W thing Elon has done this.
He didn't build that shit, nigga. He has workers that do all that shit for him. Elon Musk is not a fucking scientist, bro. He's just a very lucky businessman that just happened to become a billionaire, bro. That, to be honest, bro.
Finland gets ranked.
Not saying that he didn't work for it. He definitely did work for it, but like,
as the world's happiest country for the 8th year in a row. The World Happiness Report includes satisfaction, trust, social support, and freedom. Some other countries to note is the US being in 24th, right next to the UK being in 23rd, Israel being in 8th. I guess it's easy when you don't care about the people right next to you getting 5 bombs dropped on them an hour. And the last country that barely made the top 25 is Belize, which is crazy considering Belize's population is around 420,000. The original Family Guy pilot finally gets found, and everyone oddly looks different colors, and Quagmire looks like this. Would have been better if they kept him looking like a typical normal guy and not the freak we know now. NBA YoungBoy gets released from prison. Some say the day this happened, the Atlanta streets roared with thunder. YNs got ready to put on the tightest black jeans they
oh my god, bro.
Find on Shein.
Oh
Nike
my
Tech's
god.
blown off and dusted off, ready to serve at YoungBoy's will. So far, he's managed to not do anything arrestable in a year, which to me shows he's changed and perfectly sane in the streets. Aiden Ross gets unbanned on Twitch after 2 years of being banned. Doesn't seem like he'll stream on there anytime soon, and if he's gonna keep acting.
Oh my god, Aiden Ross, they gets built like a fucking square, bro. Holy shit, why are you built like this, Aiden? God damn.
Acting like his kick self. He'll probably get banned forever if he does anything. Memes of this month were things like Italian brain rot, Ashton Hall morning routine, JD Vance Photoshop, and the 2025 meme. April 2025. U.S.
Okay,
freedom
April.
finally liberates the country again when Trump launches sweeping tariffs on every country. Doesn't
Oh,
matter if
brother.
you're a country that's a friend. Doesn't matter if you're a country that only has penguins on it and no humans. I'm actually not joking. That's a country that got tariffed. As long as you existed on
It did get
this
tariffed.
god green earth, you were hit with the tariff. Countries were finally gonna pay their dues.
I'm telling you guys right now, if Uncle Sam has to do shit like that in order to survive, that is not a good thing. Our country is in a very desperate spot. Like any minute, the economy, which is this big AI bubble, is gonna collapse, bro. And when it happens, we are going to know.
To the U.S.
You
and
will
ignore
know.
every leading expert who's been studying this for decades saying this would cause economic disaster and consumers are the only ones who actually pay it. The U.S. needs its revenge. Over 96 countries on this day were hit with a tariff, and different ones have different rates. In total now, the U.S. has a tariff on a total of 157 countries. Some overtime got removed, some overtime got increased. It really depends on his mood on a certain day. If you give him a crown, negative 1,000% tariff. But if you talk very meany, 1,000%
He's a dictator.
plus increase. Eminem
Yeah.
becomes a granddad after his
Yeah, and you know why he did those tariffs, right? It's not supposed to help, you know. Let me tell you guys something. The reason why he did those tariffs is because he's bored and he's a fucking loser.
daughter has a baby boy, which is amazing and congrats, but can
Yeah.
someone just tell him to hang it up now?
Gonna cancel me, yeah. Gen Z me, bruh.
The Minecraft movie release.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. The fall from grace is insane from him too, bro. Man, he's still a great rapper though. Like he just, you know.
Even though it was pretty trash and people were hating on it from the start,
I did
memes
not
might have
watch
been
this
the
shit.
thing that single-handedly saved this movie from flopping. People were dressing up as Minecraft characters to watch it in theaters. People were blatantly
brother.
destroying movie theaters.
What
for
the
a meme.
fuck?
Let's give a moment of silence for all the movie theater employees that had to experience that for a whole weekend.
Chicken Johnny.
Y'all are so fucking corny, bro. I've played Minecraft. Minecraft is a very fun game. It really is. I don't hate the game at all, but it's like you don't gotta do all this extra shit, bro. This, like, oh my god.
Drake passes the Beatles to become the artist with the most weeks charting on the Billboard 200. With
And them niggas ain't playing either. Like, apparently those movie theaters, they were kicking them all out when they did this shit.
his albums charting for
That's crazy.
3,348 weeks so far. The Beatles
Okay.
are washed anyways. Their last album was in 1970. Meanwhile, Drake
Oh,
is
yeah.
dropping new bangers every year like Me Padre.
I want to meet your madre, pay my respects to your padre.
For the first time in US history, women over 40 and older are now having more babies than teen moms. Which
Oh no.
I'm kind of concerned on two things. Concerned at the fact that women can no longer afford to be able to even have kids in their mid-20s and 30s anymore. And I'm also
Yeah.
concerned at how the was the teen pregnancy rate that high? Man, dudes in the 60s, 70s, and 80s did not do age checks. I know a lot of this shift is mainly due to more women having careers now and better fertility treatment, but no one can
Women are a lot more independent nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A clap for that, man. You know what I'm saying? If you have a problem with that, then you hate women, bro. Do you not? Are you against women rights? Bro, stop it, bro.
deny affordability. Like, I don't see myself having kids in my 20s or even early 30s. The Chinese yuan fell to the lowest rate it's been in
30 is like the minimum.
18 years. Mainly due to the trade war it was having with the US, and they definitely were not prepared. Japan introduces a 4-day work week to over 160,000 government employees to improve work-life balance. And according to the stats I have here, 0 people took the days off. Man, they sure do love working themselves to death there. I'm obviously joking, but this was one of their biggest implementations of their 4-day work week policy so far. They say it's supposed to help with birth rates and get more young men out there and risen. With the country of dudes
That is such an adorable baby. What the
that
fuck?
be so freaked out, they by law require phones to have the shutter sound on to prevent creeps from taking upskirt pics. It might take
Oh
more
my
than
God.
that to fix this problem. While we're talking about Japan, researchers there also broke the record for the highest internet speed ever recorded at 402
Terabytes. Do y'all know how much a fucking terabyte is? A terabyte is 1,000 gigs. Okay. 402 fucking terabytes?
bits per second, which is enough to download 50,000 HD movies in 1 second. The speed is so fast, someone probably already pre-watched watched this video before I even uploaded it and commented. Pope Francis sadly passed away on April 21st, 2025. He was known for being very humble and not even choosing to live in the palace, but a small Vatican guest house. Spending his time advocating for peace and saying anyone is welcome to the church. He spent his last weeks talking to the people.
That's how it should be. Not fucking, you know what I mean?
Last church in Gaza to make sure they're fine. I'm not even Catholic, but overall, for someone in his position, he used his power for good. Virginia Giuffre, aka the main victim and the one who exposed Epstein for his sick crimes, sadly ended her life in her own.
Oh, really? Oh, she just ended her own life? Oh yeah, sure. She ended her own life. The same thing happened with Jeffrey Epstein too, man.
Which is kind of strange because I thought this thing was a hoax. She also tweeted in 2019 that in no way she and if something happens to her to not let it go. And even her father states he didn't believe in the story. It is really sad she died without seeing any justice being done. Being the main victim of this disgusting freak too has got to be the worst outcome as a teenage girl. California becomes the 4th largest economy, surpassing Japan with a 4.1.
Nice. Yeah, California is a fucking... Bro, California got a lot of people in there.
$1 trillion GDP compared to Japan's 4.02. The debate of the decade, some would say of the century, took place. If 100 men could beat one.
Let's be honest, 100 men is dominating a fucking gorilla. The gorilla would get tired, bro. Just tire that nigga out and then just start clobbering and punching his shit in and scratching him and biting him. Like, you guys really think a gorilla can beat 100 men? You think a gorilla's gonna fucking beat your ass like Mike Tyson? No, nigga. Are you stupid?
Gorilla. Sometimes from all the chaos going on in the world and when everything seems utterly we just find something collective to have fun with. People were writing out scenarios of how it could be done and what strategies could work. There was even...
That was like probably like 20-30 minutes that held that gorilla down, by the way.
An event set up to potentially have it happen. I don't know if they actually met up, but if they did, we can assume how it went.
That shit is not gonna happen, bro.
Other debates popped up too while we discussed this. You had classically 100 men versus paying child support, 100 women versus accountability. The United Arab Emirates becomes the first country to have AI right laws. They mainly focused on laws, judicial rulings, and public services to be done by computers. To them, they say it helps them be more precise, and to me, I won't have to worry about that because I'm never going. Canada elects Mark Carney as Prime Minister of Canada.
Imagine if Trump came out with some shit like that.
China launches its first commercial 10G network for the public to use, which has download speeds from 9,000 megabits per second and upload speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second. The real question is,
when do we get to 10G?
I'm pretty sure I'm still on 5G. Did we skip over a couple of steps or are they that ahead? The US passes the Take It Down Act.
Yeah, and then people say, China's not ahead of us. Bruh, China is literally dominating us right now. Holy shit.
Which makes it illegal to non-consensually deepfake someone in a sexual manner, and platforms have to enforce the rules in 48 hours from a victim telling them or the reign of the US law will hit them. So yes, every once in a while the government can actually get something right. It's always good to have something universally passed that no one can disagree with. Memes of this month were things like Chicken Jockey, Tung Tung Sahar, 100 Men versus 1
Bruh, the tongue shit, what the fuck was that, bro?
Gorilla, and Sigma Line.
Oh man, bro, when they gonna release this game, bro?
May 2025. GTA 6, the most anticipated game in gaming history, gets delayed to May 26, 2026. And at this point, they can just keep it because we're done with the waiting. I don't even think this game exists, and it's just a government psyop to keep people from ending themselves. Because the last thing holding some people back from ending it right now is GTA 6.
No, it's not, bro. But nah, GTA 6, I'm gonna need to play that before I fucking die, though.
Well, at least it won't get delayed again, and we'll finally get it made. God damn it. Lady Gaga said,
and it's because they keep laying off their fucking workers because apparently they're leaking shit. Well, maybe if you had been working on this game sooner instead of waiting 13 fucking years to do it, you fucking morons, you wouldn't have workers to be laying off in the first place. And why can't you lay off the workers afterwards, bruh? Just deduct their pay. or some shit, right? Like, god damn.
Record for the highest attended concert ever for a female artist. It was a free show in Rio,
Okay.
Brazil, and had 2.5 million people in the crowd. She also managed to do all this without an Astroworld incident. Still never forget this could have prevented this. So good for her, and congrats on the record. TikTok gets fined $600 million by the Irish Data Protection Commission for transferring European user data to China. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, and the man who owns the companies whose stock is the
Jesus.
most expensive share price in the world. I'm sorry, but $755,000, there's no way a piece of this company's worth that dog. For that price, the stock better
Okay.
be able to rub my feet at night when I get the itches. Announces he's retiring at the start of next year at the age of 95. The crazy
Okay.
thing about this is the fact that he's lived till 95.
Yeah, that is actually a blessing in itself.
He's known to eat purely fast food and have one of the worst diets ever. Just goes to show if you're rich, you can get away with anything, even not dying from natural causes. Skype, one of the most
Yo.
popular video chat services at a certain point, shuts down officially and is
Wow.
no
Oh,
longer
yeah, that's right.
operational. We gotta give a true send-off and rest in peace to Skype. The amount of generational talks that happen, the amount of
Damn,
bull in this
bruh.
chat room, the amount of times I almost crashed out seeing those stupid ass emojis spammed at me when my friend beat me in a game and was trolling. You will be missed, Skype, and not be forgotten. Actually, Skype for a second, because the second GTA
Yo.
6 trailer dropped, and to
It
us,
did, yeah.
nothing else mattered.
Yeah, bruh. Yo, Rockstar, bruh. I genuinely fucking hate the fact that it took you this long to like start producing a fucking game. It took them years. They didn't even, bro. It doesn't even make sense, bruh.
Rockstar Games is like a butcher with unlimited meat, and we're a starving pitbull who hasn't eaten for days. And when they
Okay.
finally drop us a piece of meat,
What the fuck is that?
devour that in a second. The trailer introduced the boyfriend of Lucia called Jason Duval, which confirmed to everyone that the game is gonna run on a Bonnie and Clyde type of dynamic. We also
Yeah.
learned about some new
For
characters,
sure.
one called Cal Hampton, who everyone assumes is supposed to be our Lester. He's looking like the most Florida-looking Lester they could have picked. Raul Batista, who's supposed to be our guide to bank robberies. Brian Heater, who's a drug
Okay.
smuggler and will probably be where we do crimes like that. We're gonna have
Okay.
to wait and see exactly what everyone does, but they did definitely bless us with the
Imagine when GTA 6 Online comes out. I'm gonna be grinding that shit like crazy.
most we've gotten so far.
You know what I'm saying? Shameless plug. Go on my. I have a gaming channel description down below. I play a lot of horror games and shit, but I do occasionally, every once in a while, play other games other than, you know, just horror games, right? So if y'all are interested, go ahead and go down there and, you know what I'm saying, check out the gaming channel. Fuck, nigga.
Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost gets elected as the 14th Pope, becoming the first Pope from the United States and the first Pope from Oblak. The fact that out of all of the popes
Wow.
that could have been picked, we got a Pope from Chicago is hilarious, but good luck to him and bless him on his journeys. China launches the first ever AI-powered hospital. For now,
Okay.
they have it as a training facility, but the plan is in the future to have ones released to the public. Don't let it gain a consciousness when it's doing surgery, because
Okay.
that could end badly. Bill Gates announces that he's giving all of his money away through the next 20 years, with doing all of it through his charity, and according to
Okay.
him, giving 99% of his $108 billion
Oh, wow.
net worth away. He'll end up with a pathetic, sad, and embarrassing $1 billion.
To be honest, though, I don't blame the nigga. Like, $1 billion, that is more than you will ever need in your fucking life, bro. It doesn't even make sense. So, shout out to a billionaire going out of his way to give away his money. This is Bill Gates, right? But apparently Bill Gates was sleeping with underage women, so still fuck you, nigga. Fuck you.
All of us should go out and buy 10 Windows subscriptions we never plan to use to make sure he's fine financially. On the real, this is a good thing, and a certain cracked out, weird face-shaped
Yeah.
billionaire should
I think he's making a good move, though.
follow suit too. Too bad no matter how much money Bill Gates gives, this picture still exists on the internet.
Yeah, exactly. He's still sleeping under an underage girl. His wife snitched on him. Or his ex-wife snitched on him.
Bill Gates could have gone down as one of the most goated billionaires, but
Nope.
that picture does exist. Chris Brown, aka Beats Brown, gets arrested for the who really knows how many times at this point. This was due to an assault that happened in a London nightclub. Like, this
Okay.
man really cannot keep his hands to himself. This is embarrassing at this point. He was released after a week of being in jail, and he is currently walking the streets casually, so be careful. Outdoor Boys, the channel that
Okay.
blew up from him showing his camping trips
I've seen this guy.
wild places, announces he's retiring because the fame was too much and he wanted to protect his family's privacy. Joe Biden gets diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer. While I didn't really like Biden and the old timer fell a bit too much for me during his presidency, he was running the most powerful country in the world while having cancer, so I gotta give
give him props.
And I'm wishing him the best and hope he recovers well. Elon Musk announces he's departing from his U.S. government role in his Doge organization.
Hey, shout out to Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden, you know, I don't like the guy too much either. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Joe. Hey. Nigga had cancer while he's like almost 80 years old and doing all this shit. Like, shout out. Hey, you gotta respect that.
After months of the public seeing him high on ketamine in the Oval Office, crashing out at people any chance he could, the tyranny of Musk has come to an end. He states his leave was due to his legal time as a government special employee ending, but
oh yeah, he got punched in the face like a dumbass.
This also so happened to be a week before he started trashing the big beautiful bill and tweeting that Trump was in the Epstein files. Strange coincidence. They definitely don't.
Nah, he definitely is in the Epstein files. He was definitely being honest. He was just bitter and mad because he thought him and Donald Trump were best buddies. No, Donald Trump said, "Fuck you, nigga."
With each other. Trump pardons NBA YoungBoy. Am I reading that right? Oh,
of course.
I am. This country is a simulation at this point. I think we all died at the start of the year. He was released in May of this year.
But he has been chill, though. He has been pretty chill. But I feel like Donald Trump is only doing this for public fame and attention and for people to like him. It's not really because he cares about, you know, NBA YoungBoy. That's just what it is.
After serving 23 months in federal prison and was serving 60 months of probation. He also thanked him right after, which of course, duh. Y'all be getting on these rappers' asses for glazing Trump, but if all it takes is a couple of pics of me wearing.
That's why Trump does it though. Trump don't give a fuck about him. They're just using them for attention.
A MAGA hat to commute my 5-year probation sentence and clear my criminal record. I would be on social media too, looking like the biggest dumbass and asking everyone what does fetus mean in Latin.
Oh my god, bro.
And Taylor Swift announces she officially
this ugly ass nigga on my screen
bought her whole music catalog and now owns it all, which is big considering she was recording her old albums and releasing them just so she had ownership over it. I do like artists being able to actually own what they put out, but at the same time it is Taylor Swift, who is probably going to use those funds to fly her private jet to the nearest McDonald's because she can't drive 10 minutes down the street. I don't even gotta make y'all haters for real. Her own
Nah, that's funny as fuck, bro.
Fans do it.
But she got money, bro. You just gotta, hey, she got money. She could do whatever the fuck she want with it.
I fully believe Taylor Swift fans think she's reincarnated Jesus. Memes of this month were things like 100 men versus 1 gorilla, F students are inventors, and 0.5 GPA activities. June 2025. Mr. Beast becomes the first creator to hit 400 million subs.
Nice.
And to reward this potentially once-in-a-life reward, they gave him this monstrosity. Can't even use a different button other than the diamond. Come on, dog. Disposable vapes officially get banned in the UK to stop the youth from using it. Remember when I said earlier after Elon left the government?
That's good.
And he started talking about it. Well, now was that point. The beef originally started when the big beautiful bill by Trump was on its way to get passed.
Elon Musk is so bitter because he's not a part of the fucking government, bruh. Donald Trump don't, these billionaires, bruh.
And one of the main things Elon was mad about is that it was gonna add 4.1 trillion to the US national debt, which defeated the whole purpose of Doge and why he created it, even though it didn't really do anything.
It didn't do anything.
He tweeted out that the bill was a disgusting abomination, said the bill needs to be killed, and you know Trump's ego can't take talking about his policies, so he said Elon was crazy and was mad he was taking away his electric vehicle tax.
Donald Trump during this time right here was a lot more tame than what he is right now on his little stupid ass Twitter fucking page.
Then at this point, Elon chose to crash out and throw away the whole friendship. He said Trump only won the election because of him and that he was ungrateful. He said,
I'm gonna be honest with you, Elon Musk, it was not because of you, nigga. Niggas did not vote for Trump because of you, you fucking moron.
He would win in an election.
Nobody was thinking about you, Elon.
Against Trump.
Nobody gives a fuck about you.
The big thing that had everyone silent that day, that Trump is in the Epstein files, and that's why it's not.
That he's bitter because he, bro. If they never crashed out like this, and Elon Musk and Trump came to an agreement, bro, he would have never said this right here. He only said this because he got mad. He got kicked out of the government because he's a fucking loser.
A confirmation of the thing we've been talking about for months. For him to drop this was crazy to people because people always thought he may be in it, but one of his closest allies saying it, why would he lie about it? Yet after all this, he still hung out with him and they're good
Yeah, they're fucking losers.
friends now. So
Yeah, of
he
course.
outed to the world that he's a predator, but he's still hanging out with him. I don't know about y'all, but if I
Yeah, he took back his statements. He apologized. I didn't mean to say that. He's not in the Epstein files. No, the reason why the reason why he's mad at Trump is because he didn't get his
I know
way.
one of my friends is a predator, that is not my friend anymore. He ended up deleting it later and saying he regretted the tweet, but the damage was already done.
Yeah,
Everyone knew the
it's too
breakup was
late.
gonna happen. We joked about it. The way it happened was not expected. LA protests erupted over ICE being there and how the arrests were being done. It happened over the span of a week, and just as any protest goes in LA, always has to burn
I get you guys are protesting, and I don't give a shit about that, but don't blow up people's fucking cars, bro.
down for some reason. Like, why does
What are
LA
y'all
never
doing,
have any
bro?
same protest going on? It always has to end up burning up in flames. Due to
I-
all the chaos, Trump sent the National Guard randomly, and of course it made things worse. It all calmed down eventually, just as these things always
Donald Trump is a fucking moron.
go. Rapper Silento, known for the Whip It Nay Nay emote in Fortnite, was sentenced to 30 years in prison after
What?
pleading guilty to shooting his cousin and killing him in 2021. 16
Wow.
billion passwords were leaked in the largest data breach in history. The hackers did it over time, and it only got revealed then how much info they got now. It was stolen from every
What?
popular website, including Gmail, Facebook, Apple, PayPal, Netflix, anything. My tip is to make sure your accounts have two-factor verification off, and every time the hacker comes in, catch them like a Pokemon and turn them into the police. Netanyahu,
Okay.
the president of the United States, Trump decided to launch a missile strike on what they call key Iranian nuclear facilities. This was to help aid
Bruh.
Israel in their fight with Iran and put pressure on their officials. The Trump administration's
As Israel commits genocide in fucking Gaza.
response
Yeah.
to people asking proof that they were making was, and I quote, "I don't have to show you nothing. Shut up." Luckily, this didn't start a war, but tune in for next year. The Oklahoma City Thunder won the 2025 NBA championship, becoming the youngest team to win in 50 years.
Okay.
PewDiePie drops out of the top 10 most subscribed channels after a 12-year
PewDiePie kind of chilled out though.
run. I
He
can
don't
feel
really.
my gray hairs already developing, but things always have to change. Global
Yeah.
debt hits a record of $324 trillion.
Oh my gosh, that is horrible.
Which
That is literally impossible to pay off.
makes no sense because we can all let bygones be bygones and forget about it. North Korea opens its brand new beach resort to the public. And as an American citizen myself, I'll
That's what Trump should be doing, but he's not gonna fucking do it.
say that I'm perfectly comfortable and fine visiting. I'm sure my devices won't be tapped into, and freedom of speech laws are amazing there. Seriously, who gave Kim this idea? That resort is never making its money back. Surprisingly, people have went though, mainly Russian tourists because of how close the two countries have become. Squid
course.
Game Season 3 releases, becoming the first series in Netflix history to be #1 in every single country it's in. That's a different type of motion, all for a mid-ass ending though. I know it's been a while since it came out, but I still won't spoil things in case anyone hasn't watched
I have not watched Squid Games. I'm not gonna lie. I know what it is, but I've never watched it.
All I'm saying is, me personally, I'm chucking that thing off like no tomorrow. If you watched it, you can understand what I mean when I say chucking that thing off. The man who owns
wow.
Labubu becomes China's youngest billionaire.
Of course,
Being a piece of does do you wonders in 2025. I mean,
nigga sells Labubu.
of this month were things like job application, Sabao, guy pointing to himself, and
Okay.
World War III. July 2025. The Diddler, aka
Yo,
Sean Dickie Combs.
Yo, get
has
this
his
nigga on my
trial
screen.
officially wrap up, and we're all expecting justice to be served. How many
Aw.
years we were thinking?
I was thinking like 30, 40, 50, 60.
At minimum 10 for the freak offs alone. A maximum death penalty for this haircut. And he got a heart-wrenching, jaw-dropping total sentence of 4 years. With good behavior for real,
What
that's
the
like
fuck?
3 years. Man, the rich really get away with anything in this country. He got convicted of 2 of the 5 counts that were originally put in, with one of the biggest ones, racketeering, being not guilty. Trump
Guys-
signs in the Big Beautiful Bill, one of the most controversial bills in US history. The Department of Justice announces their conclusion of the Epstein files and case, stating that there's no client list
There's no client list, there's no Epstein files, but today the files get fucking released and we see babies, naked babies in sinks and shit. Jeffrey Epstein hugging up on a toddler. You know what I'm saying? These niggas are weird, bruh.
And there's no evidence Epstein blackmailed people. So
Oh, he for sure did.
like a person who got blackmailed. And they also confirmed that Epstein ended himself in that cell. The internet's reaction was exactly how you would expect. And Trump hit his classic be fake demons pose. The Epstein list didn't matter. It was only a part of his whole administration's campaign before getting in. And their whole interview after was absolutely embarrassing.
You said Jeffrey Epstein committed. People don't believe it.
Well, I mean, listen, they have a right to...
You know what's crazy? This motherfucker was talking like he was gonna do this. That's the first thing he's do. First day, I'm gonna release the file. No, bro. These niggas are liars, bro.
Their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor, who's been in that prison system, who's been in the Metropolitan Detention Center, who's been in segregated housing, you know when you see one, and that's what that was.
Self. You want me to? I've seen the whole file.
To my friend Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, he just, you know, yeah, we seen the full files, yo.
Stein. Rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
Yo, Donald Trump, bruh. Nigga really, nah, bruh.
These two guys were screaming for years that he didn't end himself and the list was real.
They're terrified of Trump. That's why they don't want to do it. They're genuinely pussy. They don't want to do it.
But this was also the first time we've actually seen the whole MAGA movement kind of fragment. And after this, things slowly started to split Trump from his base. A South Korean soldier breaks the world record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours, being 11,707 reps. Scarlett Johansson becomes the highest grossing actor of all time. Her movies have earned over $15 billion worldwide, with a major part coming from Marvel. It's a hack to be a character that's always in every Avengers movie that she knows do good. She also debuted in Jurassic World Rebirth, which did really good in the box office. NVIDIA becomes the first company ever to reach a $4 trillion market cap, which is crazy because in 2023, they hit $1 trillion for the first time. But you know, some out there making 40K at McDonald's says they shouldn't be taxed, so let them hit 10 trillion. Let them hit 20 trillion, as a matter of fact. And don't tax them a piece. That's what the founders would have wanted. The Superman movie releases, having the best opening weekend for any Superman movie at $17 million globally. It also is the highest grossing superhero.
That's good though. That's really good. I didn't watch this movie, but I heard it was really good.
Movie of the year, and well deserved because it was good.
Yeah,
the UK
it was good.
Government announced
I heard it was good.
Plans to lower the voting age from 18 to 16. Having kids who are brain rotted voting in elections will not end well. China bans.
Wait, hold on. Prime Minister.
Deserved because it was good. The UK government announces its plans to lower the voting age from...
Why are you lowering the voting age? What, like to 16, bro? What the fuck?
18 to 16.
What?
Having kids who are brain rotted voting
nah, bro, that's stupid as fuck.
Well. China bans OnlyFans and labels it a Western disease. Good luck to the Chinese soldiers out there that can't get their goons off. Must be rough. Ozzy Osbourne, one of the most iconic rock stars, dies at the age of 76 from
he died.
The T-App, an app that was growing in popularity through the span of 2025, which involved women posting pictures of men they may know or have seen and asking other women on the app any of their red flags. Even though the purpose of the app was supposed to be for women's safety and making them feel more safe going on dates, it was mainly just used for bullying dudes and making up lies about them. Got all of its database breached and exposed 72,000.
Yeah, that's what your dumbass get. That's what your dumbass get, T.I.
Women's information, with some of it being their faces. And man, oh man, some of these women
were not in the position to be judging others.
You'd have a Hulk Hogan looking girl saying Michael B. Jordan was chopped. The hack was also funny because the whole database for
that really shows how the people on the internet sound and talk, these incels.
App was completely open. All the hackers did was go into their public cloud and take everything. Imagine if you were someone who spent money on this app thinking it was safe just for everyone to be laughing at your face on the internet.
I know,
memes of this month were things like Jet 2 Holiday, I Can't Prove It, and Labubu Matcha Dubai Chocolate. August 2025. A child set a record for
Roblox.
being born from an embryo created in 1994. Meaning technically if they were born then, they would be around 31 years old now. Buddy must have been living it up, swimming in a pool and chilling while the world burns down. If only this could have been all of us and we could pick a date when we wanted to leave. Roblox
Wow, that's actually insane.
Roblox banned the YouTuber Schleb, whose videos was focused around catching predators and turning them over to the proper authorities. He was also good at it, managing
Roblox totally didn't pay YouTube to do this shit.
to get
Yeah.
6 people arrested. They banned him, saying what he was doing violated their terms of service and said it
That's
undermined their
bullshit.
safety efforts, even though he was the one who was literally helping with safety on the platform. It was even worse too, considering
get unbanned?
he got groomed at a young age on Roblox, and Roblox
Yeah, Roblox was trying. It was Roblox that did that shit, not YouTube.
staff did nothing at the time. And after this, I don't think even he expected the firestorm that was about to erupt. Every YouTuber started covering it and
Nice.
the horrors of Roblox's moderation. All of Roblox protested in Schlepp's name and walked around with free Schlepp signs. Politicians
Damn,
started stepping
bruh.
up for him and saying Roblox needs to address
Damn, good job.
safety. You had states sue them over negligence of enforcing child
Nice.
safety. And all Roblox had to do was simply unban him. For some reason, they did not want to. Like, I don't know what he did to them,
He didn't do anything wrong. He just exposed them for being fucking creeps, putting profits over everything. You fucking
but it
losers.
made things worse. At the peak of the
This is the nigga that wants to do a dating app on Roblox. Like, what are you? And like, you know what's crazy? The age limit is 17. Like,
drama, Roblox lost 12 billion stock value in 10 days. The fact that some 20-year-old dude did this alone makes it peak fiction. I like when the little guy went against a big corporation. Roblox still hasn't recovered from this and probably won't for a while. Every day they're getting some type of new lawsuit over it. Hopefully they learn their lesson to take child safety serious. Probably not. Ronaldo proposes to his longtime girlfriend after a decade. Trump deploys the National Guard in DC over what he calls a crime emergency. And it led to some pretty interesting interaction.
yeah, crime emergency in DC.
Tell you guys something special real quick. Are you guys ready?
Well, we know you're filming, so if you're about to do something like off the cuff.
Cool.
Yo, these niggas are like,
Mr. Beast
they do not want to be out there,
breaks the
bro.
record for the most money.
I feel bad for the National Guard. I know they don't want to do that shit. You got National Guardsmen hitting up lawyers, like literal lawyers, because they're terrified they might be committing a fucking crime.
raised in a live stream event, raising $12 million in 16 hours. The clips of the event was less focused on the money raised and more on how mad Mr. Beast was getting. People must have forgot they called him Mr. Beast for a reason.
Yeah.
You like Feastables? No.
Trump and Putin meet in Alaska to discuss the Ukraine war and how to end it, which was the first time he talked to a president since 2021. Apple, for the first time, is manufacturing its new iPhones in India. Either China stepped up their labor laws and they can't exploit them, or Indian workers are doing it for cheaper. The real loser is anybody who buys the newest iPhone every year. Cracker Barrel changed its classic
Yeah, they changed their logo and they got slandered for it.
logo to this modern, millennial, family-friendly design. I believe modern logos are the reason we all hate each other all the time. They also changed their whole restaurant aesthetic, which to me was the way worse change. It was a terrible change, and I'm not sure if companies have departments
I feel bad for those like workers, bruh, that have to deal with like changing that shit back, bruh.
anymore that are supposed to tell them whether a change will be good or not. Clearly with Cracker Barrel, they didn't, and because of all of this pressure, they changed it back later on. Lil Nas X was arrested and charged
At least
with
I learned.
assaulting police officers.
Yeah,
was
he
found
did.
walking naked on the street. This will be the last time I ever care to hear about Lil Nas X. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce officially tied the knot, and Taylor Swift fans took it exactly how you would expect.
Of course. Oh my god, Taylor Swift is my sister. Oh my gosh, we are so parasocial. She's like a sister to me, even though I've never met her. I don't know her personally. She's like a sister. Oh my gosh, she's getting married?
She's never posted about Travis. This is her hard launch, 1 and 2. She's never ever said any of her songs are about anybody.
So like the Taylor Swift engagement, super shocking at first, but now that I'm like actually processing that the artist that
Why the fuck do y'all give a fuck when niggas get married so much? God damn.
I've known for the
These people live lives you will never live. Why the fuck are you so worried about these motherfuckers?
longest in my life, I sat there for a moment and I was like, holy like she's engaged, like go girl, be happy.
You'll have to get jobs.
Seriously.
Employment? What sort of crazy moon talk is he speaking?
Memes of this month were things like Clanker, Thinking Monkey, 6'7",
Clanker, Thinking Monkey, Clankers. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Clanker is crazy.
and Performative Male, September 2025.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
Iceland gets ranked the most peaceful country in the world for the 18th
Nice.
year in a row. Considering you wake up to views like this and your country hasn't been given that good old American freedom of having all your oil siphoned, I can understand why people are happy there. The Epstein files officially released. Kinda not.
Bruh.
The House Oversight Committee and the government got access to thousands of pages of the Epstein files after requesting it from Epstein's estate. You know
Okay.
this was sick to the core when there's
Yep.
thousands of pages of evidence on him. Some notable things he said was
They don't want that shit to come out because it would destroy everything.
calling Trump evil beyond belief, saying of course he knew about the girls, saying that Trump spent hours at his house with one of the victims. There was also people like the former president of Harvard, Larry Summers, who got exposed for joking about women in emails with him.
Yeah, and then he got fired.
It makes
That's right.
you realize that more than half these at the top positions are freaked out and weirdos. They
Yep.
get too much glazing and have too much power. They feel fine doing things like this. And
Yep, and they know because they think they'll get away with
this was
it.
really the thing that put pressure on the politicians to release the Epstein files even more up until the signing of a bill to do it 2 months later. StreamEast, the world's largest illegal sports streaming platform,
Okay.
got shut down. Also notable that LeBron was watching on it too, piracy for the win. Conor McGregor announces his official bid to run for president of Ireland and dropped out 11 days later after
Of course.
none of the politicians
Of
voted for him. I think
course.
the world is done with celebrities being politicians.
Yeah, bro. We don't need no more celebrities being fucking politicians, nigga.
The method's been patched. Giorgio Armani, one of the biggest fashion designer brand founders, dies at the age of 91. Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather announced that they're fighting and have signed contracts for spring of 2020.
Oh, wow. Nice.
After
I
the
did not
Jake
know
Paul
about
match,
that.
Ain't no one want to see Mike Tyson in the ring again. But some sucker out there will spend $100,000 still for some floor seats to the more
I'm good off that shit,
Epstein
nigga.
files.
Nah, respect to them niggas though. I like them, but I don't give a fuck to watch that shit. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
With the most
Sorry.
incriminating one being a letter Trump sent to Epstein in 2003 that
Of
stated
course.
they have things in common. And may every day
Be another wonderful secret.
I don't know. I prefer to think the secret was something like they both prefer mint chocolate chip ice cream over chocolate chip, or they
I know,
did in, like,
right?
the last Shrek movie. Trump denies
Yeah.
it, saying that isn't his signature, and then filed a lawsuit.
Yeah, he said he's never drawn in his life, but he has pictures of his drawings on the fucking wall in a museum.
Against the newspaper company.
Like,
that
what?
released it. The Nepal government this month got completely overthrown by Gen
But
Z
yeah, this
protesters.
was
And
insane,
it wasn't no
bruh.
Gen Z 2020 BLM protests with people making TikToks thinking it was gonna have an impact. They burnt down their government buildings and the prime minister's office. It all started when the government randomly banned all major social media platforms for not registering locally. The older
Okay.
generation should know the one way to get Gen Z pissed and outside is taking away social media. After that,
Yep.
they decided to march out peacefully around the Capitol and government buildings. Until the
Nice.
police started shooting at the protesters,
Oh nah, no. Yeah, they fucked up right there.
all hell broke loose. They even burned down the politicians' houses too, and after all that, the prime minister resigned and fled the country. Then the
Fuck yeah, he
Gen Z
did.
protesters elected their next prime minister in the
Through
one way
Discord.
and only way they know how.
They did
Discord.
on-
And that is how the
Bruh.
current prime minister was elected, and she is still in office with everyone happy. They even helped clean up the rubble after the overthrowing, so wholesome. People
Nice.
after this started asking why the US Gen Z doesn't do this. I don't know about you, but I'm not going against a flying direction.
Yeah, bro. Here's the thing though. If we will get to that point probably in our country someday. It will happen. I'm telling you guys. We will protest, something bad will happen, and a civil war will break out. It will happen eventually. But here's what I'm gonna say, right? There are 4 times more guns in America than there are people in America. So just look up how many people are in the country, times it by 4, and that's how many guns. Every American has a fucking gun. I have a gun. I'm planning on getting another gun, nigga. I'm not fucking joking.
We don't the sky. The
What
US
you mean?
government released a video of a UFO getting hit by a missile and not budging. The quality, as you know, has to be in the worst quality possible. It wouldn't make it a real UFO video if it wasn't. Russia sends drones to Polish airspace, being the first country to get hit by Russia after the Ukraine war. Poland then sent out fighter jets to shoot them and said it was an act of aggression. Brazil's former prime minister gets sentenced to 27 years and 3 months in prison for trying to stay in power after losing his election. A body gets found in the trunk of an impounded.
This guy got proven guilty. He has like this guy right here. He bought a it was a you know when you gotta burn. He bought a burner and it's supposed to like cremate the body. He bought one of those and it's in his house and the police did not investigate that for some reason.
Tesla that was registered to David. At first, it was kind of brushed off because he had an excuse, like he was on tour and the police dismissed him. But then more and more information started to come out and it started to get creepy. The victim's mother mentioned she had a tattoo that David also had, saying that her daughter said she was in a relationship with a guy named David. Then the picture started to come out. David on FaceTime calls.
He's a predator.
With her. David doing a whole Twitch stream with her. David having a song with her name in it. And as stuff started to come out in this moment, if you were a David fan, you realize that your goat is actually a monster. As of me writing this, David is still not arrested and on the loose, which makes it very creepy. And why hasn't he been questioned? Rest in peace to her, and the fact that she was so young
man, I feel so sorry for the family. They have to deal with this shit.
Makes it so sad. Charlie Kirk, one of the biggest political commentators, gets assassinated out in public. The two reactions you had was the right stating that this was a tragedy.
Oh, brother.
America, that free speech is dead. Also, Semi trying to start a civil war, which was very cringe.
It's time we ride.
Why? Stop talking on TikTok and come show up then, nigga. We're not scared of... Nah, you niggas are weird.
Got kids to take care of or something. And the left had politicians condemn it, but everyone else was pretty much making fun of it. Which only got worse as they started to glaze Charlie as some type of biblical human in the government and give him
he's Jesus Christ. He's Martin Luther King.
Holidays. So his face was plastered everywhere on memes all through the end of the year. In 2026, they might still be doing it. NASA gets
they're gonna keep doing it.
That life might be on Mars. The reason they say that was because a rock was found there that contains the same minerals to cause organic matter. All I know is the Mars aliens we do get are gonna be the ugliest looking thing.
What the fuck is that?
If you look at the deep sea and what those creatures look like to adapt to their environment, it should say enough. New Mexico becomes the first state to offer universal child care at no cost, saving families there an average of $12,000 per year for each child. Owen Cooper becomes the youngest male to win an
I live in New Mexico, yay.
Emmy at 15 years old. Got more motion than me at 15, I respect it. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco get married to a huge wedding with celebrities. Bad Bunny gets announced as the halftime show performer at the Super Bowl. I don't really know much of his music. It was funny seeing all the people crash out over this though.
Hey, did you guys hear Bad Bunny is doing the NFL halftime show? Can't wait to see ICE arrest him.
Oh, brother. Here we go.
On stage, live.
Whose doll is that in the background? Is that yours, little girl?
Live at the halftime show.
Oh, yeah.
Puerto Rico is an unincorporated territory of the United States.
Casanat becomes
Nah, that guy is just racist. Don't just ignore him.
the first Twitch streamer to hit 1 million subs. And by Casanat, I mean me and Kai, because I donated over 10,000 subs to make sure we hit the goal together. So W me and Kai. The U.S. government
I didn't donate shit.
shut down after Congress couldn't agree on funding for the year, which ended up becoming the longest government shutdown, being 43 days.
Of
and
course.
in the end, both sides still didn't really agree, so there was no point in this whole thing. It's insane that you can work for the U.S. government and not get paid for your own work because the government is arguing. It's like your mom and dad arguing as a kid, and if they don't agree, you don't get fed. Memes of this month were things like 6'7" kid, Tylenol autism.
That shit was stupid as fuck, bro. Yo, these government politicians, bro, they literally sat down and they said, you know what? Tylenol causes autism, and you know what I mean? Tylenol causes autisms. Tylenol causes fucking autism. Are you fucking retarded? If you actually believe that, you're stupid. All animals can get autism. Not just humans, you fucking moron.
W Speed, and Michael Jordan No. October 2025. Taylor Swift releases her album The Life of a Showgirl, selling 4 million albums in the first week with 3.4 million physical and digital purchases. Like her or hate her, there is no one close to her sales right now. This is also the first Taylor Swift album where I haven't seen Swifties doxing people for saying it's ass. People should have known it was gonna be ass when she had a whole song on there dedicated to her husband's meat. Whatever you do, do not listen to that song.
Oh nah.
Japan elects its first female prime minister, Sanae Takachi. Israel and Hamas agreed to the U.S. peace plan ceasefire. Putting
that ceasefire did not work. There is no ceasefire, bruh.
One of the most controversial wars in modern times finally to an ending.
No.
Until Israel violated it the same day it was signed. Markiplier gets married to his longtime girlfriend, Amy Nelson. Maria Corina wins the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize. The reason being her promoting democratic rights for people in Venezuela fighting against their current dictator, who was doing anything to beg the U.S. to not attack.
Yes.
Don't worry. Be happy. La, 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 la.
This nigga is such a pussy, bruh. Oh my god. Yeah, and Donald Trump, you're just as much as a pussy as him.
Don't worry. Be happy.
Yeah, Buddy's definitely getting leveled to the ground next year.
Yeah. We're gonna, oh, by the way, to all the Marines out there, you're gonna go out there and harvest oil for billionaire oil company ExxonMobil. You ready to die?
Drake's lawsuit against Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us gets dismissed in a courtroom. Imagine losing a rap battle, then losing a lawsuit against it. Man's never gonna recover. His lawyer says he plans to appeal it, but just give it up, man. We all have moved on. The country of Madagascar gets overthrown by yet another Gen Z-led protest this year. The main reason being government corruption and the Madagascar movie being banned in Madagascar. The president of the country decided to flee and the lawmakers impeached him immediately. The Louvre Museum gets robbed in broad daylight and the value of items stolen total around $100 million. The heist was straight up a GTA heist though. You gotta respect it in a way. They had people dressed up as—
I forgot about a lot of this shit. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. What is this? We're in October. We had, oh my gosh, bro.
Fake security guards to take the stuff. Then escaped on a crane out the window to vanish into the sunset. They could have been known as some badass legends who hit a lick on the biggest museum ever.
Yo, get this. Yo, why Piccolo always fucking horrifying, nigga?
But all got caught in a month. Should have hit up Lester for some better escape plans. Mosquitoes get spotted for the first time in the wild in Iceland, which scientists are giving warnings about, and they're linking it to climate change. Also, it means we're probably gonna have another even hotter summer. Like, we're already suffering. Can we please stop? Ireland elects Catherine Connolly as the 10th president of Ireland. Scientists create a serum that regrows hair in 20 days, meaning Turkey may go bankrupt and baldness may be cured soon. They conducted tests on lab mice for the serum. Turkey, president of Ireland. Scientists create a serum that regrows hair in 20 days, meaning
oh, damn.
Turkey may go bankrupt and baldness may be cured soon. They conducted tests on lab mice for the serum and their bald patches fully grew back after 20 days. The researcher himself tested it on his own leg hairs and had his hair fully regrow after 3 weeks.
What the fuck?
I can't wait in 2035 to buy my Tylenol hair growth pills and enlarging pills. The future is gonna be so great. China enacted new laws to require social media influencers to have degrees in subjects they talk about. In America, all we gotta do is ban podcasts and you fix about 90% of misinformation. It's mainly meant to target medical and financial advice. Although the way I think of it, wouldn't it be pretty easy for a scammer to go to school, get a degree, and then lie about things still? At that point, I assume they just execute them on the spot for lying. NVIDIA becomes the first company to be worth $5 trillion. And if you didn't pick it up, about a couple of sections ago in July, I just said it hit $4 trillion. If we're keeping it on track, by the end of next year, it'll probably be worth $10 trillion. Like, y'all gotta understand how insane it is to be worth $5 trillion. If NVIDIA was a country, it'd be the third largest country in GDP.
That is insane.
Say give them $10 trillion and cut their taxes and then tax the poor. Trump orders nuclear weapons testing for the first time since 1992. I love my World War III threats. This always feels great. France makes it illegal for supermarkets to throw away edible food and instead have to donate it to food banks. The horror of charity. I know. Neo, the first household robot, officially
I heard about this shit. This shit's ass.
Releases for pre-order in the US. Its main functions is supposed to be helping you with house chores like washing.
Yeah, apparently a guy from India is going to be cleaning your house. You know what I'm saying?
Dishes or folding clothes. Make sure to turn it off when you sleep though. You don't want that freak potentially hopping on. Amendment.
The
You
fuck
can get
is
it
this?
for a monthly price of $500 a month or $20,000 to own. And technically for now, it isn't fully automatic. There's going to be remote human operators
Exactly,
controlling
yeah.
it. Doesn't that
That doesn't really sound good.
defeat the purpose, though, of
Niggas could be fucking beating their cocks out while someone from India is watching you sleep. You know what I mean?
automatic AI robot? It's still gonna get sold out on first day release anyways.
Okay.
Jamaica gets hit with the strongest hurricane in its history, with winds of it being 185 miles per hour,
Damn.
causing
Yeah, this Jamaica shit was horrible.
over 100 deaths. Rest in peace to those that passed.
No.
It's wild how only 100 people died from 185 mile per hour winds. Great job by the government for evacuating people and helping as many
Nice.
people as they could. For the
Yeah.
first time since 1990, the Billboard Hot 100 Top 40 chart had 0 rap songs. With people
Wow.
saying this is the end of rap and
No, the fuck it's not. Shut the fuck
it's
up.
getting the rock and roll treatment. Nowadays, no one's trying to be original and everyone's trying to get a hit on TikTok, so I'm not surprised. If
Yeah.
only
But nah, rap music will always be big.
Ye didn't become Ye, he could have saved us for real. Prince Andrew gets stripped of his royal titles and kicked out of the royal mansion.
Nice.
Due to all the Epstein
Hell yeah.
controversy, and you can never forget about clips
Hell
like this.
yeah.
A convicted sex offender.
It was a convenient place to stay.
That's all I needed to
It was a convenient place to stay.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
know the dude's guilty. Memes of this month were things like I Show Speed Face, White Rabbit pointing at clock, Hassan
Okay.
Piker Dog, and Blue Collar SpongeBob. November
Yo,
2020.
they banned pennies. Yeah, y'all know that? If y'all don't know that, Donald Trump banned the production of pennies.
The LA Dodgers win the World Series in Game 7, becoming the first team to win consecutively since the 2000s. China releases
Nice.
a new divorce law
Oh, shout out to LA.
that stops spouses from taking the other person's property after divorce, meaning gold diggers shall no longer exist in China. They really are in the future. Dick Cheney,
Yeah, I wish we were that far.
George Bush's former vice president, dies. Let's all give a moment of silence for him. Egypt's most expensive museum opens to the world, costing $1 billion, covering the history of the country and how it came to be. ChatGPT bans it from giving health, legal, and financial advice.
Okay.
Probably because people were using ChatGPT to diagnose their actual illnesses and not
Yeah, that needs to be a ban,
going
bro.
to the doctor. Every time
Yeah.
ChatGPT releases an update, it shows us how lonely the world is because they have to update the app more and more to make it less parasocial. Zoran Mamdani
Wow.
becomes the mayor of New York City,
Nice.
becoming the youngest mayor in over a century to lead New York.
Congratulations.
America got so much aura that people around the world cared about this election that aren't affected by it. Denmark signs a law to
Yeah, I
ban
know.
kids 15 and under from using social media, with the reason being to protect children's mental health and well-being. Good luck to those kids. The horrors of touching grass will scare anyone in 2025. The US mints its final penny, ending its production for 232 years. The penny, despite being worth 1 cent, costed 3.5 cents to make, which lost the US Treasury millions. And no
Okay.
one really used the penny anyways, but it is sad to see her go. This would
Yeah, I know.
also be the second time Abraham Lincoln's head got taken out.
Damn, bruh. Nah, this nigga's stupid.
Not the best luck for him. Jack Doherty gets arrested for blocking a road in Miami and also having drugs. This year had a lot of things people disagreed on, but we can all agree that this was a great sight to see. Tom
Okay.
Cruise receives his first ever Oscar and a well overdue one. For
Yeah, how did he never got an Oscar? Wow.
a man that's been leading Hollywood
I know. What the fuck? Tom Cruise has never gotten an Oscar?
35 years. I would have told them to f off and asked them why now. LeGoat James becomes the NBA player with the longest career in NBA history after
Yeah.
his 23rd season starts. Trump signs an official bill to release the Epstein files after months of scandal and fighting it to not be released. He caved after both political sides agreed to the Epstein Files Transparency Act and
Okay.
had no choice. I know his ass was pissed in that Oval Office. He was not expecting this in his presidency.
Yeah, I know, bruh. Because he knows he's gonna go to prison. He's a fucking loser.
If it does end his presidency, he's probably happy with how much he made in the time he was there. I Show
Yep.
Speed won Streamer of the Year at the Esports Awards. A new study found that raccoons are in the early stages of self-domestication, meaning
What?
in the future it may be common for people to own pet raccoons. If I see one of y'all's
Really, bro? Nah, that's insane. I would never own a fucking raccoon. You got me fucked up.
pet
bro.
raccoons stealing my food out my pantry though, just know we got a Second Amendment for a reason. I would love to own one. one of these though. Just look how cute it looks. Twitter/X rolls out one of the biggest social
That's
media
cool though. Hopefully they don't go crazy and rip your face off.
updates, making accounts reveal the location they're posting from in order to combat bots. And nobody expected the scale of how bad the botting problem was. You had hella MAGA accounts being based in places like
Nigeria.
India or Nigeria.
Nah, fuck Nigeria. Fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. You a Nigerian, Israel. I don't give a fuck where you from. Fuck you.
DHS account being based in. This update proves that internet theory is real, and I feel most people knew that because you'll never meet anyone as extreme on it or even close to it in real life. Well, it turns out it's because these don't even live here. The Indian call center scams and Nigerian print scams stopped working for old people, so the scammers got smart and became political grifters. Call them scammers.
Yeah, I mean, get your bag.
They're smart and they know what makes them.
Yeah, get your bag.
Scientists release a study that New York City is sinking and it may be at flood risk. It's going down
What?
on average 1 to 2 millimeters per year. It's
Oh, wow.
understandable when you think of New York because without buildings, it's purely an island. I'm sure people in
Oh, nah, bro.
our century will be fine, but the next might randomly wake up and sink one day into the ground. The
No, bro.
first anti-aging dog pills get funding from the FDA, meaning dogs could potentially live an extra year of their life. Memes of this month were
Really?
things like We Are Charlie Kirk, Quarter Zips, AI Baby Laughing, and Cassius Thundercock. December
Okay.
2025.
Oh, brother.
RageBait gets named Oxford Word of the Year. And just so we can keep up historically with things, their 2024 Word of the Year was Brain Rot, and their 2023 Word of the Year was Riz.
What the fuck?
These are about to be our future CEOs
Nah,
and engineers,
bruh.
dog. We're cooked. The amount
Nah, we're good,
of
bro.
RageBait this year was insane, though.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Ew.
These are about to be our future CEOs and engineers, dog. We're cooked.
Look.
The amount of rage
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
was insane, though.
I'm sorry, that Deacon Charlie Kirk is so chopped,
This
bro.
next year with positivity. Versace, the designer brand, gets bought out by Prada. Versace had a good run. It's not 2012 anymore, and people don't want to walk around looking like this. The co-founder of Kalshi, one of the biggest betting websites in the world right now, becomes the youngest self-made female billionaire at 29. Mexico officially changes its work week from 48 hours to 40. I understand how Mexicans are so hardworking because they've been working 48-hour weeks up until now. 40 hours itself is still way too much in the big 25 coming up to 26. If I become president in the future, just know I'll do 30-hour work weeks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Speed gets sued for $1 million by a robot company. This is due to him going on stream with the robot and beating it up, apparently breaking it. I get a lawsuit, but $1 million? This couldn't be worth more than $15,000 to make. I hope he wins just off the bullshit number they're throwing. Activision announces they're no longer doing back-to-back releases of Call of Duty games. This was due to the last game.
They should have been did this like years ago. Why are they just now doing this, bro? Bro, like they need to stop doing that shit. Same thing with 2K, bro. Like wait a year or two to release a new game, bro.
Release Black Ops 7.
Another year or two.
On by everyone universally. The game is so bad. It was released this year and is already on sale for $30.
Bruh.
People have been saying instead of releasing a game every year, wait a couple of years, then release something crazy. Australia officially banned social media for people aged 16 and under. They released the list of what's banned and not banned, with the obvious culprits being banned. But
wow, YouTube is banned? Nah, that sucks. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
weirdly enough, they left Discord to not be banned. If you wanted to protect kids, this should be the first one being banned. It shows you how older generations genuinely have zero knowledge on things with the youth and what happens. The ban is poorly implemented too because people have bypassed it with printing out pictures. The architects of AI get named as Times Person of the Year. Can't wait to see all these dudes go bankrupt when the AI bubble pops. Zootopia 2 becomes the fastest PG rated
and we suffer from it.
Film to make $1 billion. John Cena officially retires, ending his legendary
he did. He retired.
WWE might be after this. Like, what does it have, Logan Paul? There's not a single soul there right now that could live up to this status. We salute you off, King. The Oscars decides to move to YouTube starting in 2029. It's crazy seeing the tides change growing up and all the old media.
Yeah, nobody watches that shit. You know what I mean?
Dying off and coming to social media. Okay, this time
it actually happened.
The Epstein Files by law officially released on December 19th. And
nice.
you'll be glad to know that.
Then half of them are black, so technically they did release the files, but pretty much half of them And apparently they took some of the photos down recently too. You know, no surprise.
No official politicians were shown in it except Bill Clinton. Meaning
Exactly.
Trump did nothing wrong, our politicians did nothing wrong, and we can all move on.
No.
Talk about blacking out. I don't know if I can get a close-up of my phone.
It's all black.
This is
Bruh.
the documents that the Justice Department released. It's 100 pages.
Right,
This is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see. It's all black. It's just 100 pages of
Nah, this
redacted.
nigga's stupid.
That's the transparency we're getting here.
I don't even understand why they released it when this was going to be the result. They really rolled the out.
Bruh, all they're doing is just pissing off more and more people, and just keep letting our country, keep letting our government do dumb shit, and pisses off enough to where we just go in there and throw all these motherfuckers out.
Like how Cardi did I Am Music. We got pictures of Winnie the Pooh with it for some reason. More
Okay.
framing of Michael Jackson, who it's already proven by a victim he did nothing there. This
Yeah,
man's been gone
exactly.
For 16 years.
It's 'cause he's black.
And is still getting false allegation slander. Crazy. They made a mistake though because they got Trump on
one line.
In a court case from 2020, it's explained that Epstein introduced a 14-year-old to Trump. He then elbowed him and said, "This is a good one, right?"
Yep.
Where Trump then smiled and shaked his head in agreement.
A couple
Of
people in
course.
the government definitely getting killed over this one. I can almost
Fuck
guarantee
yeah.
some intern there completely forgot to take this out. There's no defense for a 60 or 70-year-old man to not know the age of a goddamn 14-year-old.
Yeah, come on.
To me, the way it looks, either way, he's if he says he didn't know her age, people will say, how can you not tell that's a child? And if he lies and says it's fake news, the most likely outcome, he'll look more guilty. According to one of the
Exactly.
main politicians, Ro Khanna, who
Okay.
led the effort
Shout out to this guy. What a great politician.
to release it, they only released 2.5 gigabytes out of
300. Holy fucking shit. I'm gonna come in my mouth.
300 gigabytes.
What the fuck is this?
Even 3 or 4? How many people
Pause. What the fuck? Why did I
And the
say that
day
dumbass
after, They
shit?
started removing the couple of photos that Trump was actually in the files on, which weren't
Yeah.
even photos of him doing things with anyone. It was already public photos Epstein had with him.
I wonder
I
why.
can't fathom a U.S. government being this incompetent and thinking people are this stupid. It's not the 70s. We got internet and social media where we see everything now.
Yep.
I hope we see more in the future, and all the people involved in this have to be kicked out the government. I'm sure in the next year's timeline, I'll be covering the impeachment and arrest of the people who covered this up. Jake Paul
Okay.
fights Anthony Joshua, getting knocked out in the 6th round and getting his jaw broken. Huh.
Yeah, that shit was insane.
Surprise, surprise, when Jake Paul doesn't fight a senior citizen or a random homeless man he found
He gets fucking
on the
slammed.
street,
He get a salad tossed.
completely clobbered and folded on the spot. To me, that's a perfect way to end off the year. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of 2025.
Well, it's not the end of 2025. We still have 8 days.
Thank you to everyone that watched me this year.
But hopefully, look, hopefully 2026 is the year of resurrection, of redemption for the world and everything around us. Hopefully. But man, that was man, 2025 was a wild year. I'm not gonna lie, bro. But I hope you have a good breakfast, a good dinner, and good night. I love y'all, man. Peace.